It's at the base of the Ternate Gamala mountain. Everybody told me that this danau, this lake, has crocodiles in it, so I was like, maybe I won't go swim. But then I was just made aware that there are no crocodiles, and I think it's just a superstition that most lakes in Indonesia have crocodiles in them, some affinity with crocodiles. But that's a pretty sweet view. Also, from the 1,000 rupiah note, that's the view right there. So if you got a 1,000 rupiah note, check it out. It's the same. The next island south of Ternate, and I'm at this huge fort. It's made by the Spanish in 1607. It's called Benteng Tahula, which is like Tahula Fort. Benteng Tahula. It's got the main bit as a triangle, and then it looks out over the ocean. Pretty good view. And then you've got that big ass mountain covered in clouds behind me. Gonna climb that tomorrow. Yeah, it's pretty chill. Lots more than Ternate, but really nice, really peaceful, and yeah, generally cool. Which is, yang bikin ini siapa? I think this is made by Portuguese. It's next to a pretty dope pemakaman. This is apa namanya? Pemakaman ya?
Pemakaman.
Pemakaman, which is graveyard. But there's got a lot of stairs to go up there, so yeah, we'll check it out. Alright, so we took as a detour because I wanted to check out all the graves, and apparently from just reading tombstones, they're all the ex-sultan graves, which is pretty cool. Apparently it's like the 37th one now. We found the 28th, but yeah, all the other ones are in Arabic, and I can't read Arabic, and neither can the other guys, so we're a bit puzzled. But yeah, seems like some pretty old graves. Why are you so angry? Oh, that's why. Now we're at the Benteng Torre. It looks like a typical fort, except that it's got a sweet as view of the sea. I just read before it was like built in 1570, which makes it pretty old. It was made by the Portuguese, so I'm pretty sure the Portuguese were hanging out here before the Spanish rocked up, because everyone likes cloves so much. This wall is pretty big, actually. It's got a heap of rocks. Whoa, it's pretty big. It's pretty damn big. So we're at the beach side at this air panas joint. So we'll probably jump in a minute in the watering hole. This is the dope sea view. I think that's all like Halmahera behind me. Oh, that's the island we're going to tomorrow. Check out the view. This is the view. I didn't ask for a room with ghosts, but I think apparently I'm going to get a room with ghosts, which would be pretty cool. Alright, we're in the car to the mountain, the big mountain in Morotai, which is pretty cool. Just taking the young car, everybody in the car. The main mountain of Tidore called Gunung apa namanya? Kimatubu, and I got a hiking crew down here, and we just literally started. Literally started the trek, and we lost half the crew. But I think they're coming now. It's pretty hot. Got myself a nice sweat going on, which is always good. We're at post 2 of Gunung Kimatubu, and we're all really tired. It's just pretty difficult. The track's not really that marked out, but we're at the second post. I got 3 more posts to go. Alright, we're just hanging out on the top of the mountain in Tidore. We got up here first. We're in a larger group, obviously, but we sort of went ahead and lost them. So we were really unprepared. We haven't really got anything. I'm rocking a towel situation with a rain jacket and some and buttock pants, and we're waiting for the other guys to get up here, calling out some like that, and apparently they're somewhere down there, but hopefully they get here soon because we didn't bring any of the food, and it's like foggy as shit. It's cold. On the very top of the mountain, so I can't see shit. So eventually the other guys got here. We set up the tents, which are all here. Pretty cold night, and the ground was pretty hard, but not too bad. It was pretty foggy, and it's still pretty foggy. So I guess we're waiting for the fog to go before we go right to the top. The top's just over there. So now we're walking up to the top of the mountain. We're getting it pretty close because, as you can see, there's nothing much around. But I don't know where the top is. I think it's over there. We're almost there. And then the fog will clear up and we'll be able to see everything. Alright, finally made it to the top of the mountain. So, I don't know if you can see, but behind me down there is Pulau Mare. The fog's still clearing, so you can't really see much, but you can see all the villages down there. It's pretty cool. You can see Ternate over there, and I guess soon everything will be clear. But yeah, I made it to the top. Pretty cool. Alright, the more that I'm on this mountain, the more I find out about it. So I was originally under the impression that it was a volcano, and I was told it wasn't, but apparently from looking at this giant hole in the fucking top of it, it definitely is a volcano. And what I thought was fog, it was just most likely clouds, because that's all that's around me, if you can like see behind me and stuff. There's birds and up here, and there's like all this like trees that look like corn, but it's definitely not corn. And there's just a huge view of the ocean. I don't know if you can really see much of the ocean out there. Like when the clouds disappear, you can see all the islands. You can see Pulau Mare, Pulau Moti, Makian, and you can see Ternate down there. But it's pretty high up. I think the guys told me that it's the highest mountain in North Maluku. So I'm still on the top of the mountain, but I just thought I'd show you things that you shouldn't bring when you're hiking a mountain. So things that I probably shouldn't have brought would be a snorkel and mask. That was probably not the smartest thing to bring. And also, although it's a really good book, a 500-page novel, when I already had another book to read. Yeah, probably not the smartest thing. Preparation's not my strongest point, but oh well. It's funny shit anyway. Just got back to Gora Bunga, and that's the mountain we climbed in the background. It's sort of fogging up, but it was a really good view, but I'm so glad that's done. Oh god, I'm so tired, but thank god for water. So today is my last day in Tidore. I'm here at the port waiting to catch the boat to Sopifi, where I'm going to take a car to Belo. I was going to buy a heap of spices like nutmeg and cloves at the market behind me, but apparently that market doesn't sell them. I have to go to the traditional market. So rather than risk missing my boat, which leaves every hour, I thought I'd just take the boat. But yeah, pretty small port, people really friendly, and yeah, saying goodbye to Tidore. It's been wild. So I just got to Sofifi. This is the port, and now I'm going to take a car from here to Tobelo. So I think it takes like 2.5 hours. Apparently the road's really nice. But this dude on the boat got me a ride, so that's pretty sweet. So yeah, should be heading off soon. Alright, I'm like a third of the way to Tobelo, and we just arrived at this cool roadside food joint, and they just like got this huge barbecue with this fish on it. So I just like scored myself a plate with one of these bad boys, and yeah, so I'm gonna eat food and then probably continue on to Tobelo. It's Saturday morning and I'm hanging out in Tobelo. I've decided to leave this place and go to Morotai. So I'm waiting for the boat now. Should be here soonish, but it could be soon. Could be like an hour, soon could be like 2 hours. So just hanging out here, and then it's an hour and a half journey to there. So we'll see how it goes. Just got off the boat in Morotai and I'm hanging here now. I don't know where I'm going. I guess I'm going to try and find a hotel here. Should be pretty easy. I've heard of one that the guys at the port before told me about, so I'll check that out now. So, just got to Dodola. This is Eric. Hello. I'm in between the big Dodola and the little Dodola Islands. There's a couple of clouds, so the water's doesn't seem as crystal clear as it is, but it's pretty damn sweet. Wouldn't be Indonesia without absolutely thumping poplar music. So we've got the huge speakers over here on the ground, and then this is the beach. And it's still only 8:30 in the morning, and it's absolutely raging. It feels like they just went down quiet, but it felt like a night gone wrong in Jakarta, as opposed to in one of the furthest northern places of Indonesia. We just arrived to Pasir Putih, which literally means white sand, and it's just an island, like a deserted island just full of white sand. And it's got heaps of coral on the water, so I'm going to check that out and see if there's any cool fish. There's no one else here, and it's just an island full of sand. There's no rubbish. Oh no, hang on, there is a bottle of this there. Okay, I take that back. Oh, there's 2 bottles. That's right, only 2 bottles, that's not too bad.